Los Angeles, the glitz, the glamour, Hollywood fame. Recently, though, this town of dreams makes the headlines, and that's on account of another cause, raging fires which result in destruction and a whole host of questions of fear and why. Are they related to global warming? To a lack of urban planning? Is there something deeper to the ills of Los Angeles? Let us today gain an inside look at the mystery by seeking answers in these fires tearing through this American town. Let's start with some context. Wildfires plague Los Angeles and its metropolitan environs every year. Just in 2023, over 300,000 acres burned within California, much of it within and around Los Angeles. What makes LA so especially susceptible to these hellish blazes? It is not just a matter of geography. The climate and regional history are very much part of the story too. Los Angeles is in a Mediterranean climate, hot dry summers and mild wet winters. That makes for perfect fire conditions, especially during the dry season. The infamous Santa Ana winds play a big role. These hot dry winds blow through Southern California in late fall, turning even small sparks into raging infernos. Add to this the profusion of chaparral vegetation, a shrub that is highly flammable, and you have a recipe for disaster. But still, the tale does not end here with natural causes. Let's dig into many causes which do make these so rampant and catastrophic. The number one biggest contributor globally, fire cause toward the world, climate change, leading the pack, soaring temperatures making the state of California increasingly hotter as well as dry, with ever lengthier periods during which it spends in fires. According to a research by a reliable source, the average temperature of California was boosted to as much as 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit during the last century. In this case, this level of warming makes the possibility of easy burning of dry forests and other vegetation higher. Low melting of snow in the Sierra Nevada mountain area reduces the quantity of water supplied to the reservoirs in California, thereby worsening the state of drought further. While it is true that natural factors are huge, humans play a major role. More than 80% of California's wildfires are caused by human activity. This ranges from an unattended campfire to malfunctioning power line. For example, the infamous campfire of 2018 that burnt down the town of Paradise was caused by faulty electrical equipment owned by Pacific Gas and Electric. In Los Angeles, urban sprawl has increased the population of people living in proximity to fire-prone areas, so human-caused fires are more likely. There's also a darker side to this story: arson. While it is a rare cause, some fires are intentionally set. In 2021, a man was charged with igniting the Ranch 2 fire in Azua, California. Even acts of gross negligence can be devastating. The story of a 2020 gender reveal party is how a wildfire started, the El Dorado fire that burned unchecked over more than 22,000 acres. Los Angeles has also been faulted for land use planning. Houses and neighborhoods are constructed near forests or hillsides that has come to be called the wildland-urban interface. In those places, laws surrounding fire safety are pretty lenient too, and it may be the scarce evacuation roads, but it makes that place very unsafe to live within. Now let's connect the dots between the issues locally and implications globally. So why should this guy in this other country care that the fire's burning in Los Angeles? The point is, although wildfires are by definition a regional issue, there are some international reasons why these wildfires matter to all of us. Fires emit huge quantities of carbon dioxide, a gas associated with global warming. In 2020, the California wildfires emitted more CO2 than all of California's power plants produced in a single year. Dollars and dollars, wildfires cost an estimated $1 billion annually. In California, it was about $12 billion in 2020. Smoke from wildfires also harms air quality and sometimes even becomes a concern outdoors, outside burn areas. The human cost of these fires is catastrophic. Homes are destroyed, livelihoods are lost, and the process of rebuilding takes years. For most people, the loss of everything cuts much deeper than the fires themselves. So what can be done? There are several measures suggested by experts. Regular dry vegetation clearance, better power line maintenance, and stricter fire safety regulations in cities. Drones and AI are already being deployed to scan wildfire-prone areas in an effort to detect outbreaks before they happen. Reduce around-the-world emissions of carbon dioxide primarily through the use of fossil fuels. That is the bottom line to deal with this root cause of worsening wildfires. And us one by one. Learn a little fire science, take personal steps, and lobby with your leaders. In the final analysis, fires in Los Angeles are not a product of the natural factors only, but a complicated mix of climate change, human activity, and urban planning challenges. While we can't prevent wildfires completely, we can make efforts to reduce their impact on lives and the environment. Do you know an opinion about, do we want more stimulus toward personal responsibility or stricter regulations on climate change? Let me hear from you down below. As a group of people collectively, we will really get the talking going toward good solutions.